Yo, what's up? This is Jeff of InnerFit, where exceptional fitness begins within. On today's episode of IFIT TV, I'm going to be concluding the series of 7 functional food items that are recommended for inclusion into our diets for 2013. I'm going to be concluding the series today talking about green tea. Now, green tea, black tea, and oolong tea, these 3 teas come from the same plant. This plant is known as the Camellia sinensis plant. Now, what makes the difference between green tea, black tea, and oolong tea is in the way that the leaves of this plant are prepared. Now, in order to convert these leaves to black tea, these leaves are harvested and taken through a fermentation process which causes oxidation, thereby changing the antioxidant classification of the antioxidants within the leaves. And in order to get green tea from these leaves are not taken through a fermentation process, they are steamed. Therefore, the antioxidants are not changed at all. Now, oolong tea, the leaves are taken through a partial oxidation process. So oolong tea is viewed as a cross between green tea and black tea. And one of the major differences between oolong tea and the other two is that oolong tea enhances the digestive system. Now, when we talk about the changes that occur with these leaves during the 2 different processes between converting them to green tea and black tea, these leaves in and of themselves contain antioxidants in the properties known as polyphenols, in a classification known as catechins, and it further goes into a classification known as EGCG. Now, that is the most potent antioxidant within this green tea. Now, within these leaves, within this plant. Now, but when these leaves are taken through the fermentation process to produce black tea, that classification of catechins is changed to theaflavins, which is not as potent as the classification. I don't want to confuse you. It's not as potent as the classification of catechins. In other words, green tea is going to be 2 to 3 times more potent in antioxidant capacity than black tea, because black tea has gone through an oxidation process. Now, we talk about the benefits of green tea and black tea. Well, green tea, we're focusing on green tea. I'm going to begin by reading an article from the Be Well Buzz website. It says, green tea has been linked to Alzheimer's prevention and treatment. In a major study published in the academic journal Phytomedicine, scientists discovered that enzymes contained within green tea can protect your brain cells from damage. The findings suggest that drinking green tea regularly could prevent you from developing dementia and Alzheimer's disease later in life. According to an article from Life Extension Publications, laboratory studies suggest that phytonutrients antioxidant EGCG contained within green tea works at the cellular level to intervene against various cancers, including breast cancer, pancreatic cancer, and prostate cancer. Green tea promotes cardiovascular health. Scientists have discovered that regular daily consumption of just 1 cup of green tea can reduce the chances of developing high blood pressure by 80%. Wow. It has also been determined that every cup of black or green tea consumed on a daily basis reduces the risk of developing a fatal or non-fatal heart attack by about 4%. Green tea helps protect against inflammation of blood vessel walls, which contribute to hardening of the arteries. Green tea also helps protect against the development of blood clots, which can result in heart attack or stroke. Some more benefits of green tea would include concerning heart disease. Scientists think green tea works on the lining of blood vessels to help keep them relaxed and better able to withstand changes in blood pressure. It may also protect against the formation of clots, which are the primary cause of heart attacks. Regular consumption of green tea is thought to reduce the risk of developing high blood pressure. Cholesterol. Green tea reduces bad cholesterol in the blood and improves the ratio of good cholesterol to bad cholesterol. Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. It is said to delay the deterioration caused by Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Studies carried out on mice showed that green tea protected brain cells from dying and restored damaged brain cells. Incredible. Concerning depression, theanine is an amino acid naturally found in tea leaves. It is this substance that is thought to provide a relaxing and tranquilizing effect and can be a great benefit to tea drinkers. Antiviral and antibacterial properties. Catechins are strong antibacterial and antiviral agents which make them effective for treating everything from influenza to cancer. Wow. Concerning diabetes, green tea apparently helps regulate glucose levels, slowing the rise of blood sugar after eating, which prevents high insulin spikes which result in fat storage. Concerning skincare, green tea can apparently also help with wrinkles and the signs of aging. This is because of their antioxidant and anti-inflammatory activities. Concerning weight loss, green tea increases the metabolism. The polyphenol found in green tea works to intensify levels of fat oxidation and the rate at which your body turns food into calories. Green tea also produces a fat-burning effect by a process known as thermogenesis. I talk about thermogenesis in my ebook that's available on my website. Now, as always, when we learn about these great benefits from these functional foods that I'm recommending for inclusion into our diets, well, how do we go about including them? Green tea is probably one of the most easier foods to include. And I say that because I'm using Celestial seasonings, which is very common in most grocery stores. So I like Celestial seasoning, but because it contains a white tea as well, which makes it for a smoother taste because I don't add sweeteners to my teas. And I also use Bigelow green tea, but this is Bigelow oolong tea, which I use as well. I like the flavor in their products as well. Bigelow. Now, what I did is I went to Teavana. Teavana is a tea store that's found in most malls, and I bought what's called gunpowder green tea. I was introduced to gunpowder green tea something like 8 years ago. Gunpowder green tea, they call it that is because it's the whole tea leaf, and it's rolled up in a little pellet like a BB. And you put maybe a spoonful in a cup and add hot water to it and let it brew for maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and then it's ready to drink. And the leaves unravel, and you can see them in the bottom of the cup, and the leaves can be reused over for maybe like making 3 cups. Now, this is probably the best way to buy your green tea, in my opinion. It's the most affordable. 2 ounces maybe cost about $4, but you're going to get a lot of cups out of those 2 ounces. I think it's 2 ounces. One thing I want to add for you men that may be listening, if you're considering using the blue pill, try the green tea first. I'm just saying, you'll find that the risk of the side effects being lessened are greatly beneficial to you. I recommend that you try green tea. Now, according to Dr. Ed McCullough, the #1 green tea to purchase in America is known as Matcha, M-A-T-C-H-A. Now, I wish I could open this and show it to you, but I don't want to risk spilling it. But this is a pure green powder. It comes in a pure green powder form. And I'm not going to go into the details of telling you how it's prepared. I suggest you visit Teavana or either go to another channel on YouTube, and I'm sure you'll be able to learn more about matcha. Okay, so there you have it. The 7 food items that are recommended for inclusion into our diets for 2013. I'm going to do a recap of those food items. I began with coconut oil and coconut water, garlic and garlic supplements, avocados, quinoa, walnuts, almonds and pecans, blueberries, and I concluded today with green tea. Now, I hope you found all of this information beneficial in helping you make wise choices concerning the foods that you include in your diet and your nutrition. One thing I want to add, as I was doing my research on these teas, I came across another tea. I wanted to add it to this video, but it would take more time than I want to take to do this video. But I'm going to do another video on another tea that I found that I'm truly excited about. I can barely wait to bring that information to you. However, we're going to conclude today's program. As always, in order to get that which you have never had, you must be willing to do that which you have never done. Imagine what you would do if you could do all that you can today. Until next time, be forever blessed by the only one greater than yourself. Thanks for watching.